Hi guys, welcome to this video. My name is Shivank Mitra. I am a 7th grade student living in Mumbai. The year hasn't started yet. It will start on Monday. But in this video, I'm going to be discussing of how to study. So I'm going to be sharing two evidence-based revision techniques, which are quite cool. So you might want to check them out. But I won't be giving how to implement them. I would be giving that in another video, certainly. So in this video, I'll just go through those techniques, and in maybe another video next week or next week, I will be giving on how to actually implement them. Now, the first technique I want to be talking about is called, okay, before that, I want to tell you why you should be using evidence-based study techniques. Study techniques. First is to save time. Now, in the last exam, my grades, my marks increased a lot from the previous exam. That was because used these evidence based study tips, techniques, should I say. Now, those techniques, even after studying, I could play, I could do other stuff, I could do a lot of stuff. And the best, like, I could study less, I could work less and get more results. It was that kind of thing. So if you want to work less and get more results, click on the like button in this video, and also do post your own preferred study method in the comment section below so that it, you know just yeah, everybody will get to know about it. And also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss further videos. Now I gave you the background about these study techniques, and the first study technique is called active recall. Now, active recall is basically challenging the mind in such a so what we usually do, we write the notes and then we revise the notes. We write them again, we revise them again. That's first, it's boring, it's time consuming, and secondly, you may not be able to memorize and cram everything if you're supposed to. If not, and you have to remember the concepts, you might be able to do that as well after using the active recall method. So when you reread those notes again and again, the lines in the textbook, you are basically doing passive review, not active recall. Passive review is not good. I'm I gotta tell you that. It does not challenge your brain to actually store that information like actively. Active recall um, challenges your brain, uses your brain. It might be hard at first. It was hard for me at first, but then I got used to it, and then I was getting more results. Now, I just want to be clear about one thing. Basically, active recall involves you having some questions, having a question bank or something like that, and then saying the answer in your head like question dash 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 answer. Like you have to say it in your head. Don't write it down. That is again time consuming. You might not want to do that. Some people they write down the questions and they write down the answers, and they just do that once. Sometimes you have to repeat those questions over and over again. I will come to that. That's the second evidence based study tip. Now that is what we do, and what you should be doing is just creating questions, going through them. Like you should not write the answers, something like that. You should just look at the question and say the answer in your mind. That's so simple. Now the next study, evidence-based study tip, study technique is spaced repetition. Spaced repetition. What do you think it is? The spaced repetition uh, is just repeating that study process over and over. Now that I've told you about active recall, you might want to incorporate that into spaced repetition. So basically, spaced repetition is repeating that same revision process again and again so that you don't forget it. You can use active. Okay, first I'll show you why we should be doing space trip. Okay, the second, yeah. So over here, this is retention, like the memory of all that you, of the information that you got, how much you remember. So on the first day, over here, day zero, the slash is there. On you learn something, and it's at your peak. Basically, you're at your peak of learning that thing, and then over time, you lose that information. Like you can see the forgetting curve, it's like a dash. All these dashes are the forgetting curves. Like the lines are decreasing. Your retention is literally decreasing. That shouldn't be. If I were to be honest, that should not be happening. You may be thinking, oh, I revised the course. I should remember everything for the exam, for the test, or whatever, maybe for the future. But actually, you have got to be repeating that over and over so that, sorry, so that you remember it for a longer period of time. So in the first curve, it goes down like that. So what you do after some time, when your information has decreased, you see the second vertical line, you revise it again. Then your forgetting curve was first like quite steep. Now it will become less steeper. Then when you revise again, it will become less steeper. Then at the end, it will become very less steeper. So you will remember after a period of time, you will remember almost everything. That's the nice part about this technique. You can just check out this image. Like maybe you can pause the video and look at this image. It's quite a nice illustration of what is actually going on in spaced repetition. Now, if you combine active recall, like if you do active recall again and again, like in these vertical lines, you do active recall after a period of time, you will have results. That's the best part. Now, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any, if there's anything you want to say or any suggestion of a video that I should be doing next, put it down in the comments. I will check it out. And subscribe to the channel and click on the post notifications bell so that you don't miss further videos. And do incorporate these study methods for studying better.